am in Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe, and I'm super excited to see one of the natural wonders of the world. There are many activities that you can do here, from helicopter rides to sunset cruises and whatnot. But first things first, I am going to go down to the falls, and there's a walking trail. So I'm super excited. Let's get started. It costs $50 to enter the park or the area to see the falls. And there is a trail with 16 viewpoints. Obviously I'm gonna follow that route. So we're gonna start out by the Livingston statue, and then we're gonna walk along the falls and then end up by the bridge. Obviously the view would be a lot better without, you know, the rain and the clouds, but still it is truly amazing. So the falls is 1,700 meters wide with the 16 viewpoints, and there are signage at every viewpoint kind of explaining what you are looking at besides the falls. So yeah, you can totally do this trail by yourself. It's amazing to think about that. Right now I'm here in December, and this is actually where the water is low. So apparently in February and forward there's a lot more water coming down the falls, which is just insane because it doesn't look low to me at all. I am getting drenched in the mist, and I don't know if you can see over here how much mist is coming up. This is viewpoint 11. I was here at 8 o'clock in the morning, and there were barely any tourists here. So whenever you're here, try to come early in the morning. The park opens at 6, but it was really nice to have the trail pretty much to myself and all the viewpoints, so I didn't have to wait in line or something to get, you know, the perfect shot. So amazing, amazing. The famous bridge right over there, that's Zambia. I'm gonna try and see if I can actually cross the bridge, or at least get into the middle, the no man's land. I just need to make sure you don't need a new visa to get back into the country. You are going through the border crossing, but if you go in and ask if you can just go to the bridge and watch the bungee jump, then you get a little piece of paper, and then that way you don't need a second visa to get back into the country. I hope, but yeah, I mean, it seemed like normal procedures, so I'm trusting it right now. And right there is the border to Zambia. So I guess right now I have a foot in two countries. Close to the park there's a cafe called the Lookout Cafe, so I'm just gonna pop in and see, maybe to get a beverage or something, and see what the view is like from the Lookout Cafe. Not a bad place to have a cup of coffee. What a perfect morning this has been. Now Victoria Falls is a very small town, but it does have, you know, restaurants, supermarkets, and lots of souvenir shops and crafts centers. But yeah, just be prepared that people are gonna come up to you quite a lot asking, you know, whether or not you want a taxi, or if you want to book an activity like the helicopters and whatnot. But yeah, it's a nice little town. About a 20-minute walk from the city center, there is another tourist attraction called the Big Tree. I'm making my way there. The weather has turned for the better. It is getting very hot and humid. Let's go see if that big tree is worth a look. Here it is, and golly, it is one big tree. So apparently this is the baobab tree. It's about 1,200 years old, 22.4 meter in girth and 24 meters high. It is a long hike to get out here, but I think I can actually make a turn around that way and then walk along the river back to the city. But yeah, no, it was a nice walk, and it is a big tree and it's free. And just like that, it started to rain. But there's supposed to be a restaurant right up here, right by the Zambezi River, so I think it's a perfect place for a pit stop. Here we are, Bain's restaurant, and on the other side there is a sign saying, "Beware of crocodiles." All right. Let's go in and see if they have a table. Look at that view. How amazing is that? Perfect ending to my stay here in Victoria Falls.